Hey guys, so today I just wanted to discuss how worth the GAN Air UM is. Alright, so before I fully get into this puzzle, which is a phenomenal puzzle by the way, I just wanted to discuss the idea of worth in the sense that it's completely based on perspective, right? So someone who does not cube, right, might look at something like the YJ Guanlong, for example, right? And, you know, that might not be worth to them. The $5 on the puzzle isn't worth because, I don't know, they could spend that on a bubble tea or something. I'll get extra large mango slush with lychee jelly and tapioca. Alright. Yeah, extra large. Okay, cool, thanks. So when we're looking at, more expensive puzzles and stuff, you just have to keep in mind that for different people, worth is defined differently. So I'm going to give you my perspective on if I think it's worth for me. Alright, so before we actually go over, if this puzzle is actually worth it, I've got to tell you what it comes with. So it comes in this pretty cool case actually. As well, it comes with this, again, not really important, like in most puzzles, they'll come with one of these. But GAN's is actually pretty nice. It's basically legitimately everything you need to know in pretty good English. I think that Crazy Bad Cuber actually framed or plaqued this. It gives you all the steps. Here are like F2L pairs. Here's OLL down here. So it's actually really cool. And then it also explains the GES nuts down here because as you can see, it does come with a few extra items. But yeah, so, explains the mechanism and everything like that. So it's actually a value add to the puzzle. Alright, so it also comes with these springs here, as you saw, and these are GAN's GES nut or GES spring technology, and it's actually pretty cool. It basically gets rid of the annoyance of having uneven tensions on a puzzle, so you no longer have to measure your tensions or test it out a few times. You know that if you use the blue nuts, for example, you will get even tension across your whole puzzle. And on top of that, depending on which ones you use, you'll get different tensions, obviously, right? Alright, so I actually took the springs out just to show you. We have red, orange, yellow, white, green, blue, and purple. And this is arranged from tightest to loosest. And in the puzzle is actually purple. So they did put the loosest when it comes to use stock. So aside from that, it also comes with this tool here to help you take the nuts out and put the nuts in, which is pretty useful. Alright, so now on to the actual puzzle. So right out of the box, this cube comes ready to go. You don't have to set it up, you don't have to do anything. I mean, you can do the springs right away if you want to, but I didn't find the need for that. This cube is stellar right away. So I just quickly wanted to show you the inside here. It is purple spring in there, and the center is pretty easy to remove. You can get it off the middle of the center or the corners, which is pretty cool. So I had this whole bit here about how the sticker shades were gorgeous, but that was too long, so all you need to know is that this cube is sexy, the colors are nice, the cube is gorgeous. Yep. Alright, so on to the performance of the cube, which is what legitimately matters. This, as I guess I haven't explicitly said it, this is a magnetic cube, hence the UM. And these are some of the strongest magnets that I've seen in any magnetic puzzle. So the Volk 3M that's out right now is not actually produced by Qi, it's a third-party manufacturer. And those magnets are pretty weak. The magnets in this, I forget which one TC Cubes used, but I'd say these are like right in the middle ground. They're not overly powerful, you can feel they're there, and they add stability and weight to the puzzle, which is nice. The GAN's is complete other end of the spectrum. These magnets are very strong, and do a few things for the puzzle that make it feel really stable and really good. Okay, so I know I've been rambling and it's hard to keep my thoughts concise with this cube, but basically it's all in the name. It's the GAN Air UM, right? So the Air, I'd say perfectly describes this puzzle. There is no cube I've ever felt that is this light and turns so effortlessly. Like, I'm putting no effort into this at all, and it almost feels like it's just springing into place, and then it just locks there. I don't know if you can see it, but like the piece, it really does feel like it's springing. These are so light, and like it's just so fast. Very, very incredible. Alright, so I've gloated about, the feel of this puzzle, how fast it is, how light. It's seriously impressive. It's smooth, it's buttery. All of the good words, that is this puzzle. But it's also, like, if you aren't able to control, you're gonna have difficulty with this, I think. This is one cube that I feel like I can just go insane with. It's stable, it's obviously not going to pop, and it always will, like, work somehow. It, like, executes everything insanely well. But you can overshoot for sure. So if you can't control, you're gonna have difficulty. You'll need to put thicker lubricant in it. You'll need to put the tighter tensions on. I don't know. I just would like to put that in there as a caveat. But now we get to the price. Alright, so the price of this puzzle is kind of why I had to make a video addressing whether or not it's worth it. This is actually the most expensive cube on my site right now, cancube.ca. It is $47 US, or around 60 Canadian. So a very, very expensive puzzle when you compare it to puzzles that are perfectly good or, decent, like the Warrior W. So that is where the question of worth comes in for this puzzle. Should you buy this over the GTS 2M? Should you buy this over the Valk 3? Are really questions that depend on you. But for me, would I spend $60 on this puzzle? That's got to be a no. And that's just because I speed solve. I solve pretty frequently, but I'm not constantly trying to improve, learn all the new algorithms. I still only know to look OLL, PLL, and F2L, right? So for me, this is not a puzzle that, like, I need to spend $60 on. I can get a GTS 2M, spend 33 Canadian or whatever it is, and be perfectly content with that. But if you really want a cool feel, or a new puzzle, or you're just looking to get something that's really, really premium, the best of the best, then yeah, go for this. But it is double the price of a GTS 2M, which is a phenomenal puzzle. And that is something I would be perfectly happy to have and not need to upgrade, right? So for me, the answer is no, this is not worth the $60. Is it a phenomenal puzzle? Yes. Are Ferraris good cars? Yes. But are they worth it? Debatable. Not for me. Also, this cube is so damn loud. So damn loud. It also comes with this pretty nice cube bag right here. And then also with this card inside. Not sure how much value this has to you guys, but just thought I'd point that out.